This is how I make my plaster molds for slab pottery. So you're going to start with the containers that you want to cast molds from. You'll also need a bucket and pottery plaster. And as our releasing agent, we're going to use Vaseline. So I'm going to start by filling up the amount of water in the containers that I need. And then I'm going to pour that water into our bucket. This helps us get an accurate amount of volume for the liquid plaster that we're going to mix up next. So make sure you're very careful with this, and then you will also want to dry out all of your vessels and bowls so that the Vaseline can actually stick to all of them. So you're going to smear Vaseline on all of the edges, covering the entire surface. You do not want any surface to not have Vaseline on it, because if it does, then it will stick and you'll be in quite a pinch. So then you are going to actually mix the plaster powder, which you'll want to wear a mask for this because like clay, plaster can get in your lungs and you don't want that. It's not a huge concern though, but wear a mask. Then you're going to add enough powder until it starts to kind of make like a mountain type shape on top. When it does that, then you have enough. You're going to thoroughly mix it and pour it into your vessels. Plaster sets very quickly, so make sure you have an outdoor area that you can rinse it off and never put it down your drains. So I luckily have an outdoor water device that I washed it off with. Then this is optional, but if you want to go through and kind of just get all the bubbles up, you can. This will just help you have smoother molds when it's time to release them. You can sand them, but I like to kind of tap them and try to get as many bubbles to come up to the surface as possible. When it's time to release your molds, you can use any type of kind of palette knife or just a skinny table knife to go around the edges and then flip them upside down so that gravity helps you. Tap the bottoms a little bit and they should pull right off. If they do not, then what you can do is you can actually put them in the oven for 350 degrees. Plaster is safe up to 1,000 degrees. And they should release as soon as you've kind of baked them and then you pop them out.